brothers, welcome back to DummyNation. Today we're going to be playing as the most upvoted nation in the last video, which is Ireland. Now, Ireland is in a unique spot over here. They start off as the 26th best GDP, so pretty close to Argentina where we were last time. The population is not that great. GDP per capita, though, is pretty bad. We're the fourth biggest, so it's not in a good spot. We are number one in as a democracy. Troops-wise, we start off with only 3.24 million firepower. We have 6 million in the bank. Now, what's great about Ireland is that we are part, oh, hold on, this is different, diplomacy, of the EU. So we're friends with a lot of these people. Now, what is like relief? Terrain harshness? Interesting. A bunch of new things over here. Country's economy? Okay, that's interesting. That's a cool thing to see. Anyways, we have 41k research. Now, do we want to go down something different this time? What does this do? Research you produce by 100% would be nice. If we rush down this, could we, in theory, get other research faster? Do we want to try and be research boys? Let's see what the benefits are. We know moral high ground. We know international aid. Blind nationalism, we know. Multiculturalism. Forming militias in opposition to the forces of your country by 50%. So we would fight for less militias. Could be nice, but is it really worth putting research points in? Maybe. Nationalism. Boost your population growth. Prestige would be nice. Cultivate a reputable public perception that passively improves your international standing over time. If we stay as democracy, wouldn't be bad. Increase the odds that other countries will give up their territorial claims on your land. Just means people will be less likely to fight us when we take their territory. Bolsters how any event impacts upon your moral of your country by up to 30%. Then what is urban planning? Designs and builds infrastructure necessary in the selected location in order to attract more population to the region. I don't know if that's super fantastic. Whereas if we go military, we know how good military is. But let's try being research boys. So I'm going to pump as many points as I can into social research discount so that all of this is going to be cheaper. Boom. And then we'll probably start working down international aid and moral high ground. I think those would be pretty good for us. Now, in terms of troops, or budget, excuse me, let's get budget first. We're going to bring down social spending a little bit. It's not going to help us out a ton. R&D, we do want up. Liquidity's up. We're going to be growing at 1%. Military is actually going down. We have to spend how much on our military? 20%. Ugh. Let's keep this down. We'll accept losses that we have at the beginning with the understanding that we're going to go straight down into Africa and grab some land down there. Now, as far as troops, we have 71% of the available population that we would need to recruit. Let's get a couple units. Oof. That's 50%. Wow. So we really don't have a population to recruit from. Let's get some tanks. Let's get about 2k tanks. Rockets, we would love. You know what? Let's get helicopters first. Let's get 500 helicopters. Let's get 500 planes and throw the rest into rockets. And now we'll set our production. You could take some land in Africa that will massively cheapen things. Yeah, you're right. 100%. Now, let's go ahead and start pumping money into... We don't have really commandos or anything to deal with. Let's get tanks. That's a lot of our budget, though, right off the bat. Is it really tanks that are costing that much? Yeah, it's tanks. So let's just do this. So we'll say we're going to be spending 74% of our military right off the bat, but we're immediately going to jump down with our 3.24 army and go fight people in Africa that give us a little bit more population and decrease the cost. So that's going to be our priority number one. Let's see if we can get down there in time and go from there. By the way, what does this cost us? 6. Okay. So we're going to fight all these countries down here that don't have a military. Wow. We lost 2 million already. Ew. Maybe we should have waited a little bit, but I don't really want to because that's only 26. What are you at, though? You're the 112th best. Togo over here doesn't have military. They're the 100. Yeah, let's just wait for some troops to come in. If a military does come in, though, we can jump right here and be ready to jump on Guinea. But I do want to wait for troops because we've already blown through quite a substantial amount. We do have a big number coming in, so it should be okay. As our population's down to 96, our population's up and our GDP's up to 16th, which is good. It's better than 4th. Okay, tanks are done. Let's bring this army down. Okay, Cuba's fighting Guinea. Let's keep an eye on this. 25k. I think we could take that with this army. Let's just grab everybody. No, let's just wait for... We have planes. We have rockets. Ooh, people are coming. Let's go ahead and fight Guinea now. I don't want to miss out on Guinea. Okay, so we got Guinea. Great. We missed out on Togo. Cuba grabbed it. Cameroon is very weak. We could jump on Cameroon, so let's go ahead and do that. And the DRC is getting fought down by very small armies, excuse me. So I definitely want to take a little bit more of a cautious route. Love to get the DRC, but they have just as many troops as we do. United States, any chance we could get an alliance? A million. That could definitely be affordable at some point down the road. And we do have open borders with them, so we'd love to get that. Our exchange rate's at 74%, but it could be much higher with the United States. Here comes the rest of our military, though, which we need before we really start to go on a rampage. You have no troops. Let's just tell everybody to fight down the car, and make sure everybody's going down peaceful routes. I'm gonna get these rockets. I don't want to waste the rockets. We walked through Africa last time. I'm a little bit scared about that. The UK doesn't like us. Interesting. 56k for an alliance treaty with them. Absolutely. And then how much was the United States? 1.4 million. That will go down though. We are kind of invading, which is making people not like us as much. And let's go ahead and fix our military budget. 79% is a lot. So I think we need to bring down tanks. 50, bring down these guys. So I kind of like 40% is kind of my optimal at the beginning of the game. The United States is fighting India. We have a bigger population. Let's recruit a couple units of gunners. And maybe we take a little bit of India. Wait a minute. Russia's falling? Russia's fallen. Frick. We can still get a lot of the east if we hurry. Okay. Boys, get up here. Okay, can we still get in? Yes, we can. We fight this sector. Push down. Moscow is still available if we hurry. Moscow secured. Fantastic. Now we just push into the east and grab all their territory. Currently, 20th best GDP, so we've actually fallen a little bit. Our exchange rate's low, probably because we're invading a lot of people. Do you like this, though? Yeah, we can get alliance with the United States. That'll bump up our exchange rate. We're up to 83%. The USA is really the only ally you need at the beginning of the game. Now, we could also invade Turkey. Turkey doesn't have any troops, and they don't have any friends other than Slovakia. They have so much more valuable territory, I think. 15 versus 22. Let's turn on Turkey. Let's see if we can peace out with Russia. Yeah, we can. Great. Let's just fight Turkey down. I'm going to even split this army. I'm going to get a little bit ambitious for the land that we can get and the money. Okay, go for Istanbul. Yes! So good for us. Dude, Turkey made a lot of people very angry. I wonder if it was the invasion of Ukraine or if it was something else, but this land is going to benefit us tremendously. That sets us at, we go into the top 10 with this land. Population is good too. GDP per capita is still pretty good as well. So a great little jump for us. See if we can just make sure we finish things up north so that we can disperse all these rebels. Maybe not have to fight every single one of them. Okay, Turkey's gone, but now we're making 390. That's good. Still trying to get up to our first level of international aid. How's our budget? It's up there. Military spending is equalized now, so that is good. Budget moving up. Great. How's our diplomacy? Friends with everyone. Great. I can't do anything against Russia yet, but I really wanted Turkey, and I think that was a better move at the end of the day. So we're going to miss out basically on almost all of Russia. That's okay. Military-wise, how are we doing? We've got 12 million troops, so not the best. Oh, but we do have access to Iran again. You got 1 million. You got 600,000. Why don't we... Who are your allies? Just Qatar. Let's gather our troops over here, and let's fight Iran. We can definitely get a lot of good territory off that. We don't need to just sit by and wait for Russia. Iran's a good target. They are the 34th best GDP, 20th population. So let's go straight for Tehran. Oh, we can't. We don't have access to the Caspian Sea, so we got to fight them here, but that's okay. How are we doing? We could use a bulk order of tanks. Let's recruit a big order of tanks out there. Just give ourselves a little bit more defense. We definitely need another unit of gunners, though. And let's start getting international aid. We're going to get a couple levels of this just to ease our way into our invasions that we do. People will care about it less. So that's going to work out for us. And we cut off the United Kingdom, so we're basically the only one currently attacking Iran, which means we still get a lot of their territory. They sit here with still the 62nd best GDP. We've taken most of their available land away. How big is that? 1 million militia. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this done in time. I don't really want to fight 1 million militia. All right, so we did have to fight them down, so our military's down to 2 million. Let's get a big order of gunners out there now that we have so much population. Let's get 2 if we can. Russia's declared war on us. Okay, if we bring our troops together, we have 5 million. So let's get over here and fight down the rest of Russia. And let's get a little bit more Liberator. Apply that just to fight less rebels because we're really bleeding troops right now. Okay, Russia's done. Syria's in a bad spot. We can grab the last little bit of it. Yeah, we can definitely grab this. Good for us. Get a little bit more money for us. Qatar's here. A few people are here, actually. Is that them done? Sudan. No? That should be them done, though. Okay, good. So now we've really connected our territories. We're looking pretty sharp. Afghanistan's actually pretty big, too. But we are very low on troops. We have 8 million. Not exactly crushing it. Let's see. We're very low on all of our armored stuff. So let's get another big unit of tanks and start focusing on producing or recruiting this. and just kind of relax for now. I don't think we need to really jump in anything too aggressively unless like yeah, South Korea, Japan are both pretty strong enough that we don't want to invade them. India is still on the table. They are very weak. We could definitely knock them down, but I'd prefer to do that with a lot more armored infantry so that we have a better chance of not taking as many losses. So as it currently sits, 6th best GDP, 4th best population, GDP per capita 59. We would love that to be a little bit higher. We started at a disadvantage with Ireland being 4th, but we're doing pretty well. 19th in political freedom is good. Still working down kind of international aid. We'll try out diplomacy. I'm not sure how well it'll work out. But the thing we would really want is probably prestige. Now, prestige is 6.5. I do want to get another level of international aid first, but I think we start going down prestige after that. And those two combined should make us have to be, or increase our chances of being friends with everyone pretty heavily. Exchange rate's at 82%. If we take a look at our diplomacy right now, click. We are friends with basically the entire world other than like, you know, Africa. We actually are friends with a few people. No, that's just colonies. Not Brazil, not China, obviously not Japan. We'd love to be friends with Japan, but it doesn't do us. Actually, it would because we touch borders with them. How much for an alliance with you is 20,000. Let's get an alliance with them. Boom. 87%. Great. So that worked out well to our favor. And we're just going to keep building up a military. Now, the question is, where do I want to align my military? And it probably, how are you doing? 69 GDP. You're 3.2. You got 5 million. How much do you have? Like 1 million. I think Afghanistan wouldn't be the worst call. So let's grab everybody. Just kind of start aligning them over here. Turkmenistan, I believe, is an autocracy too. Yeah, they are. They don't have any troops, so we can jump in on them. So let's grab everybody and just tell them to go invade Turkmenistan. We have another 1 million. So let's get 1 million worth of helicopters out there. Just manually recruiting a lot of these things for now. Azerbaijan, what are you? You're an autocracy. Let's go ahead and grab that. Good. And this. Wonderful. India, again, doesn't have a lot of troops. We don't have any commandos. That's a problem. Definitely need more commandos. That would be a heavy attrition fight unless they've switched to an autocracy, which they haven't. So I would like to position myself in a way that I could fight India since we're already at war with them. Their diplomacy. They are friends with a lot of people, but nobody we couldn't potentially buy off. Especially if we get another level of international standing or aid. That'll help us out a lot. And then we'll start going down prestige after that. We could potentially invade China. Look at this. They've got 5 million firepower. Commandos, they got 10 million. That's 15. We have 19. We could get down their military, but I don't think we'd be able to sustain it. I think our better target is India. So let's just get another unit of these commandos. And then once that's done, get as many tanks as we can get. And then send these guys to the front line. Now let's fix what we produce and go to the optimal because we do have a little bit of money now. So you said 40%? That's so much money. I don't know how you could afford that. So let's do this. We'll spend 50% of our liquidity, get a few tanks out there for ourselves, and get ready to jump into the big war with India. Save a little bit of money for potential peace treaties that we need. 33% commandos and gunners. We'll try that out. Okay, so 33%? How would you ever afford that? And manual recruit tanks and everything as needed? That's still so much. I think manual recruitment is kind of the way. I think 45% is pretty good. We'll apply that and manually recruit tanks and rockets and everything. Okay, let's take our big army, declare war on India. Uganda's declared war on us. Who all declared? Just Uganda so far. Uganda, do you even exist? That's you. Okay, you're big. Yeah, we actually do want to peace out with you, so that's good. India is out of troops for the most part. Like, if this was any other country, I would split, but because this is India, I really don't want to. And we'll push for their economic zones, trying to make sure that we don't fight too many rebels along the way. Let's knock down these guys real quick. These guys. I don't really want to push the border down here, but I don't want to lose territory that we've otherwise secured. 1 million. We should buy some tanks. No, we'll save for a little bit for tanks. Losing a lot of troops doing this, though. Saudi Arabia, didn't see that you declared war on me. I would like to secure Delhi, but then I think we have to break and hold off for a minute because we bled down to 8 million very quickly. We started off with like 20 some million. So let's take a break. Just knock down rebels where we can and hold here. Let's get some more tanks out there. We do have a little bit. We have 5 million more over there, not including our tanks. Okay, so 9 million more on the way. Should be able to restart this fight. That'll give us 15 million. And with our current diplomacy, ooh, we lost somebody. Who did we lose diplomacy wise? We are not friends with the United States anymore. We'd love to get that back. We can afford it, so we're going to do it. It's a little bit expensive, but that'll help our exchange rate out. India is definitely a gem. Now, where are the rest of the economy zones? Mostly to the south. So that's going to be our focus. Let's gather everybody. Tell them to just fight down here. Algeria is sending troops over. How's our diplomacy? Who are we at war with? Oh, I signed a peace treaty with India. No, that was foolish. I was just trying to peace out with everyone I was like angry with, so I'd stop fighting everyone but India, but that didn't quite work out. So we instead can focus in on grabbing Afghanistan. Okay, let's jump in Afghanistan. We'll worry about India later. They're really not going to be much of a threat to us. As long as we focus the south, Afghanistan, I believe, has some nice land down here. We check out their economy zones. Oh, there's some good land up by this river over here in this valley. But China's left, so I think we can grab it all pretty successfully. How does international standing work? So if you go down to your bonuses, you can see international standing. Basically, if you attack too many people, people will be like, whoa, you're a warmonger. Or if you attack an ally, that's really bad. But if you stop attacking, it will go up. Now, we're saving for prestige, so that will counter that. So we're going to start, you can see that immediately went more in our favor. And so it'll progressively go up over time. That countered with international aid will hopefully make sure that people just are naturally friends with us and we don't have to spend money on becoming friends with people. That's the plan at the very least. Now, currently as it sits, we are negative 3.8, but you can see it's going down over time because we're not fighting anyone. We are short on ammunition, so we need to really stop fighting regardless. This makes sure that your kind of firepower is a lot weaker too. So, but we are the third best GDP, growing at a pretty good rate. Population is number 2. If we take a look here, we're growing at 3.13. So we're growing faster than the United States. China will probably overtake the United States. Now, what we're doing a little bit different than probably one of these two is we're investing heavily in the budget in our R&D. No, they're very okay. So they're not taking it out of the liquidity. United States also taking very little out of their money, out of their budget. And I do want to focus on getting research down pretty cheap. So maybe I will bring down my liquidity so I can bring up my R&D a lot. Let's say that is what we're going to work with. So we're going to take less out of our budget, put more into R&D so that we can get more research points and get down to innovative spirit quickly. We're going to go heavy research on this run. And we have 4 million in the bank. What do we need? We need a lot more armored everything. So give me a big order of tanks. And we'll kind of go transition to a little bit of a peaceful mentality. Building up troops. We are making 1 million, so there's no need for us to really rush in anything. But we've lost basically everything. So we're like, we don't have any rockets. We don't have any helicopters. We have a good amount of combat aircraft, but that's about it. Ooh, the DRC is weak. We should jump on that. Let's get over there with our military. Let's just start the battle with this one. This reservist kind of military, because the other one's taking a very long time to get over here. And I want to make sure to grab all the good zones of the DRC. It's a great area for population and GDP per capita. The GDP itself, not that impressive, but everything else in combination makes it very much worth it. In fact, let's gather everyone right here and split this army a little bit more evenly. Okay, how is our ammunition shortage? It's okay. International standing is going in a good positive light. We have a decent exchange rate. Probably stop being friends with some people. Let's check out our diplomacy tab. United States, we want to get that back. Japan, we want to get that back too. So that will fix our exchange rate. It'll go back up into a positive light. Gather all of our troops. We have 24 million now, which is great. Still need a lot more. We have 0 helicopters. We need to grab more of those guys. You say 33, 33, 33. Yeah, really. I mean, we could probably start afford it now. We'll say 28, 28, 26. I think that's a little bit better. We'll apply that. So we'll get a lot less money out than we would, but it's okay. And we'll supplement with buying orders of tanks. But that will take care of our commandos and gunners. And reservists do a lot of great things. You fight a lot less rebels when you fight reservists. What's going on here? Saudi Arabia going down? They are pretty weak. We don't have an alliance with them. No. How many friends do they have? They're friends with South Africa, India, which is dead, and Brazil. So that is a great target for us. Let's grab our army and just meet right here and get this first level of prestige. Passively improve to, second level. I'm probably going to get the third level too. Might as well. And let's go into Saudi Arabia. We had a peace treaty with them. Brick. Okay, honestly, it didn't affect us that much. We can get this back. And that's all that really was affected. Okay, so honestly, not that bad. Because we invested in prestige and international aid, the penalties weren't actually that substantial. Ethiopia would also be a really good target. Get our population up high. We're second in population, but 13th is a good one to add. Diplomacy. They're only friends with India and Brazil. I think that's worth. Now, how are our ammunition's good? International standing is pretty bad because we did that invasion of Saudi Arabia, who we had a peace treaty with. I don't think we have one with Ethiopia, but let's just check. Ethiopia. No, we don't. Okay. So So we can definitely fight Ethiopia down. You could sort by peace treaty. Oh, good call. You can. Dude, that's so nice. And while we're here, we're going to jump in on Sudan as well. We could also probably get a little bit of Egypt, but this is not the most valuable part. Obviously, Egypt's economy falls along the Nile. So things are going pretty well for us. We're getting a lot of research. We're at 40 million troops. In comparison to like big boys like China, they've got 30 million. United States has got 10 million. Ooh, 20 million. Probably want to keep friends with you for now. You want a lot of money. So we do need to relax on our attacks. Diplomacy-wise, how are we looking? Still friends with a lot of people in the United Kingdom. How is your diplomacy? Pretty high still with the number of people. Not with us, though. Cheap peace treaty with you. France, cheap peace treaty with you. Anyone else in Europe that we are concerned about? No, our exchange rate's at 80% without the United States. So we're okay. We do have another level. Let's get that last level of prestige, which then unlocks innovative spirit, which we're really going to push into. The increments of the research points you produce go up to 100%. That will be huge for us. Basically, we're going to research heavily into this, and then we'll make a call if we want to go into military or economic. Germany doing a little tango here in the Atlantic. Very cute. We could, in theory, start getting ready to gear up for a war with China. They don't have a lot of troops or anything. They just got tanks. So if we really invest in rocket technology, we could be able to counter that. How many rockets do we have? We need 6,000? I think it's possible. And you're not a democracy, right? You flipped to a democracy, frick! Dang it. Which means you probably have a lot of allies. Israel, Burkina Faso, Pakistan, Malaysia, and the Philippines. Not really. We'll start getting innovative spirit, though. It's only 5.2. Speed up our research even more. Oh, no. Do you think we could take them? 24 million and 8 million with 59? Here, let's take down R&D, bring up liquidity a lot, increase the amount of money we're pulling out of our economy for budget reasons, and then hopefully be able to invade China. Okay. So with this army, we have 62 million. I think it's a good time to go fight China. But they do have the bonus of, where did it go? Military service. It's a deficit right now, but it's going up because I think they just flipped to a democracy. So we should be able to fight them. Liberator's not going to do a lot for us in this fight. But they don't have a lot of friends right now. Israel, Burkina Faso, Pakistan, Malaysia, and the Philippines, we could all potentially buy off. Let's get over there and start doing damage to them. Declare war. How's their military? It's down to militia. Perfect. How much did we lose? A decent chunk, but we can push with 2 armies and grab some territory. Oh, we forgot about their allies. The Philippines, peace. Malaysia, peace. Anybody else at war with us? No, just those 2. We can start building another military in the background. Just keep everybody together. Our reservists are doing a good job of kind of keeping China at bay from taking any of our territory, which is great because that leaves us to be able to go on the offensive. Okay, let's hold off for a second. Get some recruitment done. Get another level of innovative spirit. Okay, we have an army again. Great. Let's go. We've been able to sit back this whole time because our reservists are at, hold on, if we click all of our reservists, 12 million. So they're doing a really good job of blocking China from grabbing any more territory, as we could take a little bit of a reprieve, grabbing all the coastline, and now push back into China. Just keep going down the economic zones. Let's get a big order of tanks. Okay, so we're doing a good job of recruiting, saving up. So basically our strategy is we produce all of our infantry. We take a break, we get up to like 10 million, and then we spend that on armored units. We keep getting innovative spirit done as we can, get more research points. We take a casual break every now and then to let these troops come over, but right now we've kind of broken the back of China. They really seem to have gone low. Now, how is our ammunition shortage looking? If we check out our bonuses. Ammunition's pretty high. It's pretty bad, but we still have 30 million, so we're going to fight this down still. Okay, let's take this army. 30 million. We'll tell it to fight on its own. I feel pretty confident sending out another army. Okay, you are good to go. Another army in there. Let's just start invading over here. We've basically taken all of China's real economic zones left. They still have some overseas territories, and mostly the Tibetan Plateau, which is going to be very slow moving for us to grab. Ammunition shortages, I'm sure, are very bad. Not that bad, to be honest with you. So we're doing okay on that front. Where is their capital now? I don't even think it's here. How is our recruitment budget doing? We could definitely increase this now, so let's get it up to that optimal 30%. That seems good. Just get a few more commandos and everything out there. Oh, we're at 100%. Okay, that seems good enough. Ooh, United States declared war on us. Buy that off. I'm sure our international standing is absolutely in the tank right now. It is negative 15%. But getting China out of the way was very nice for us. We just want to finish them off so we never have to deal with them again. And we're almost at that point. Okay, China is done. Fantastic. We are now number one GDP, number one population. GDP per capita is 28th. We're the second strongest military power. Let's send everybody home and start worrying about our exchange rates. Fine. We want one more level. Actually, no, we don't. We're done with innovative spirit. So I think we can start going down military. So let's start saving up for that. And just kind of be peaceful boys for right now. Now, the world's going to hate us because we're at 70%. Could we? No, the United States doesn't have enough to win. Let's take out Kazakhstan. They're like fighting us. Brazil declared war on us. Singapore declared war on us. Ooh, well, hopefully we can get done Kazakhstan before too many militaries come over. We do have 30 million. We should start buying some rockets. We definitely need a big order of rockets. We've been neglecting rockets in our kind of China invasion force. Chile has a big army coming over. Any chance? Yeah, we can buy them off. Okay, now go home. All right, let's look at our army. What are we substantially missing? Rockets, which we're dealing with. Probably could use another order of rockets, to be honest with you. We're just very low on them. We're gearing up to fight the United States. Yeah, rockets is kind of what we need. Is it worth getting military research discounts or just going into that? We'll get one, see how we feel. But let's go ahead and take down our liquidity, bump up our research, and maybe get some drones and stuff in here. Because we do need to take a break. Our international standing is so low, and our ammunition shortage is fine. Morale's very high, but let's get some levels of military research. They've declared war on us. Do I still have allies? How is my diplomacy? If the United States invades us, we should have a number of people coming to our defense. Dude, look at how much more we're climbing than the rest of the world. We're growing at 1.64 in an economic recession. We're doing great. So I think our plan is we're going to get 2 more levels of military research, start working down reactive armor, because that's going to be our more important thing, get drones and robots, and see how close we get to Art of War. In the meantime, we're going to be banking up money so that we can buy a big bulk order and not take attrition losses, or have to increase our military spending in order to not take more attrition. We do have an army of 100 million. The United States is kind of close to us. How many reservists do we have? 3 million. So yeah, building up reservists would be fantastic for us. We are doing that passively with our production tab. But right now, if we got invaded, it'd be pretty rough. You don't have a ton of friends. Israel, Philippines, Liechtenstein, Brazil, and South Africa. India's declared war on us. We should take out India. So we unlocked drones and robotics. United States declared war on us. We'll get to them here in a second. Let's check out what these guys do. So cheap. Yep, we know. Wow. 1.6. If we were to do, hold on. 8.1. That costs 24 million. How much do these guys cost? 8 million. Wow, they're really good at piercing. What do these guys do? They're really good at fighting. They cost 13 million, where if we did that, that'd be 6. I think drones are really good. Let's get a few units of drones, a few units of killer robots. United States is attacking us. Oh, they dropped a nuclear bomb on us. We should peace out with them. And then what do we need to defeat the United States? They have nothing that we can't really counter easily. Reservists, 71 million firepower. So let's get some big unit of tanks and probably a unit of combat aircraft. Now we need 1.2 to unlock Art of War. What would be the cheapest? Honestly, military intelligence isn't that bad. And then we can start getting Art of War, which will help us grab things a little bit faster. So building that big army is going to be real nice. All these killer robots is going to be a lot of fun. The AI nukes a lot now, yeah. They dropped 1 bomb on us, so we're going to have to deal with them pretty quickly. But I want to get through this unit before we invade the United States. Because we have how many rockets? It's 9.7. You have... We actually could use another unit of rockets. When did the AI drop nukes? So they've started dropping nukes in this version, basically as a way to counter the AI just winning, like the United States just sitting back and building up forever troops. And then they just win the game because they're not the player. I think they did that before, but it took so long you never see them in a standard game. Yeah, I never saw, before this version, AI dropping nukes. Okay. We can start cooling off on R&D. Let's get military, or let's get liquidity up. Let's get liquidity up pretty high. Okay, I'm actually going to take down liquidity a lot because we can't really produce as much as we're making, and I'd rather get the percentages to getting closer to victory by pumping up this number. Is there anyone that's flipped away from democracy? Not really. Nobody really of standing. So everyone's a democracy, which is frustrating. A little bit rough. Art of War is going to carry us though. I think we have to get ready for when the next fight happens. We have to be under the assumption and working under the fact that the entire world's going to turn against us. What we could get with all this money is a giant order of aircraft. Okay, once we get through these aircraft, we should be able to time it with the last level of Art of War, and I think we invade the United States. Now, they're not going to give us the victory outright because they only have 20%. We're going to have to fight somebody else. And that 20% accounts for all their overseas territories. So Japan is actually a pretty good target themselves. But how is your friendships? Very high with a lot of people. Nobody too strong, in all honesty. We could also go down a level of moral high ground, which would probably help us out a lot. But the United States really doesn't have those friends. So we don't really need to be worried about them as much. There's the aircraft done. Great. Let's go into the United States proper, their mainland. With our big army, we have 239 million. They have 62 million in armed forces and another 89 million in reservists. So once we chunk through their military, we're going to overwhelm them with all of our heavy armor. That will just decimate them. Yeah, 82 million in reservists is a lot, but we chunk through it and we lose just a little bit less than half our army. But now we can really start to spread and just blow through their army. We have 100 million. We could probably spy off. Yeah, let's spy off. Who else are we at war with? That is the only one. Just Brazil came to their defense. Okay, great. We have 100 million in the bank. How's our army composition looking? We're pretty low on tanks, to be honest with you. Let's get a big order of tanks out there. Let's try and separate this army. In the art of war, you can really tell the difference with how fast we're capturing territory. We're cruising through the United States right now. Morale should be very high. Morale's okay. We did take a long time. Ammunition shortage is very high, but we're not going to worry about that. Now, to finish up the game, we're only going to get 12 more %, so we need to fight somebody else. So that's either going to be Spain or Japan. I think Spain would be easier because they're a little bit more consolidated. Actually, yeah, Spain's very consolidated, or we could fight Japan, who's also pretty consolidated. Canada has declared war on us. Let's go ahead and peace out with them. Who else is at war with us? Israel has invaded us. Peace out with them. Okay, we'll just go down our list and figure out who we're at war with. So we just don't want to peace out with the United States, but everybody else. There. So status update, we're at 85%. We've taken almost everything in North America, working on a little bit of Alaska. We have some territories in India that we'd like. Basically, we can capture a lot of this. Who is fighting us? Hold on. Who is that? France is fighting us. I don't like that. Peace out with them. I don't want to fight anyone but the United States right now. It will give us a peace treaty with a lot of these countries, but that's okay. It just sucks that we lost a lot of our reinforcements that we've been building. Okay, let's try and get this war done a little bit faster and just tell everyone to split and go. All right, that's the United States done to as much as we can get. We need 11%. Spain is probably the safer bet, but how many friends do they have? So I think we got to fight Japan down. We have 124. They have 16 million. That'll definitely be enough. Let's gather everyone over here in the Pacific. Get one big order of tanks. Actually, I think we'll be fine. We'll just wait for these armies to get over. Japan probably does have a lot of friends. They do. So once we knock down their army, we'll see how many we can peace out with. We'll keep a little bit of a war chest. In fact, we can get cheap peace treaties with all these guys. And now that we're here, let's invade Japan. Okay, now we're taking land. South Korea, South Africa, Chile. Okay, now that that's done, let's tell this group to splinter and go and just grab everything. And this should be good enough for the victory here. We're sitting at 96%, working our way up. Most of our troops haven't got to their destination yet, but once we do, that's really going to ramp up. 98%, doing pretty well here. Keep going, boys. Keep going, mighty Ireland. Mighty, mighty Ireland. People are declaring war on us. No, the UK, I want my... Don't take my home. Greece, frick off. Okay, that's fine. 99. I just don't want to lose Ireland as we're fighting this down. 99. Come on, get us there. Oh, this land's not very valuable up north. We're really sitting at the edge here, and people are invading us, so we need to just peace out with as many people as we possibly can. Oh God, the United States is here too. Who could we get? You know what? I got the plan. You ready for this? I got the plan. We go home. Peace treaty with Japan, so they don't take any more territory. We're gonna take out the United Kingdom. Okay, we're here. People are invading us. We're down to 97%. Don't care. That's all of our military? No. That's it. Okay, go. We got to make sure Ireland's whole. Okay, diplomacy-wise, can we peace out with anyone? No. This might have been foolish. We should be able to get this done, though. What can we recruit really fast? Freaking combat aircraft, maybe? Defeat arch nemesis, United Kingdom. There we go. Take out Spain. They took out a little bit of Ireland we need back. There we go. 98. We're starting to make territory gains. We got Ireland. Good. Grab it. Grab Cornwall. Multiple fronts. Should be able to move a little bit faster. 99. There we go. Defeating our arch nemesis, United Kingdom, along the way. Getting Ireland back. Ireland, what a fun one. I'm such a fan of the new update. I'll tell you what. That was a good one. I don't think we are in line for a world record, but we'll check it out. Ireland. Hey, we're the only ones who have done it on the update. World record, baby. Let's go. We did it. We did it. Only because nobody else has done Ireland yet. But yes, we'll take it. But as we do start to wrap things up, just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far in the video. If you have made this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.